Good night, everyone. Welcome back to JJ's Football Corner. I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content so far. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the 15 subscribers so far. So, let's get into it. So, just fresh off watching the let me just adjust the camera. Just fresh off watching the Haiti Brazil match. As you can see, I'm sporting the Brazil jersey. Brazil has been my team that I support internationally since Reggae Boys, the Jamaican team, cannot fathom going to the World Cup. They can't muster up the ability to reach the World Cup, it seems. So, yes, Brazil has been my international team that I support. So, to just, do a little pre-load before going into the match, Brazil had several things that they had to correct for this match. Key among them is the attacking proficiency. They were a bit wasteful in the Morocco match. They weren't sharp at all. Now, you could argue that that was down to, first match jitters in the World Cup, or, the first match difficulty, or, playing together for the first time in such a big tournament. You down to Morocco's defensive abilities, whatever it was, Brazil felt nullified in that first match, and they really had to improve several things. They had to look definitely more sharp on the ball. They had to definitely be more protective in the midfield. I criticized Casemiro in that first match. They had to sub him off and put on Fabinho to kind of shore up things in the midfield. So going into this match, even though it's Haiti, you cannot, a lot of the so-called minnows in this World Cup have stepped up. So, going into this match, they definitely could not, be, they couldn't, they just can't go into the match thinking, okay, yeah, we're going to just win this match. We're going to bowl over Haiti and whatever. So, pre-match, the lineup came out, and I was very pleased to see that Igor Thiago was benched. I questioned the wisdom of not carrying Joe Pedro to the World Cup. I thought he should have made the team. And I understood that, Joe Pedro got several chances before the World Cup and he didn't exactly make the best of it. But I just think with the dynamism of a Joe Pedro, and with the way how he could link up potentially with Rafinha and Vinicius, I thought that Joe Pedro should have been going to this World Cup, irrespective of how he might have been pre-match for Brazil. You understand me? Because he's just a talented striker. So the closest analog you have to a Joe Pedro would be Mateus Cunha, who plays for Manchester United currently. And so they started him up top. I was very pleased with that match selection. And so, the match started. Brazil was a little bit cagey, to be honest. I wasn't pleased in the first 15 to 18 minutes. I wasn't exactly pleased. But we got a lucky break. Ball deflected off Mateus Cunha for, 1-0. And, we grew a little bit more into the game, right? Which we've seen with teams, they get in this World Cup, they get a goal, they grow into the game. And then unfortunately, Rafinha got injured. Now, Rafinha so far in this World Cup has been hot and cold. I think, whilst he's getting into very good positions, I think his finishing has been very wasteful. He's been very wasteful in front of goal. And, I'm really sorry that he got injured. Right, I think he was beginning to click in this game. He was really finding key positions, and he was beginning to find a rhythm, right? And unfortunately, he got injured and was replaced by Ryan. And got to about the 40th minute, and then we got a second goal. We got a second goal. Give me a second here. Right, we got a second goal. I'm trying to bring up. Yes, Cunha, right. Cunha scored the second goal. I was trying to remember if it was Vinicius who scored the the second goal or not. So it was Cunha who got the second goal from a Vinny assist, and then Vinny got the third goal. So we were 3-0 up at halftime, absolutely cruising, absolutely cruising. This has been, obviously it's the second match, but this has been a much better, at least in that half, a much better performance than both halves against Morocco. It was very good. It was very fluid. Could have been 5-0. It really could have been 5-0 because previously Rafinha got a couple of chances that, you know, one that he chipped just wide and another one that, you know, really and truly should have buried. But I was very happy with that first half. I was very pleased with the way how we were quick in transition. I was very, you know, how we defended. I think it was just a very good first half. Second half, Haiti came out, changed the game plan a little bit. They packed the midfield some more. It made it a little bit difficult to find space in that second half. But we did. We got several chances, which I think, again, we should have won this match 5-6-0. We had enough chances. I remember there was a particular chance that Douglas, the left back, got. That he should have just buried. Martinelli got a couple of chances that, you know, I just think, you know, what is typical Martinelli. You know, Martinelli sometimes, you know, doesn't make the best decisions when he's playing for Arsenal, and that translated here as well. Didn't make the best decision, not the best pass. Sometimes there was an opportunity that I got that I'm like, Martinelli, just shoot, you know, just shoot the ball, just shoot, you know. But I'll take the 3-0. I'll take the 3-0. I'll take the 3 points and set up a match against Scotland, which, when you look at it, you know, hopefully we beat Scotland. I think we definitely have the capability to beat Scotland. It will perhaps come down to goal difference because, you know, Morocco, who beat Scotland today 1-0. Morocco has Haiti. And if I believe, you know, based on goal difference, if, you know, Morocco really thump Haiti, they can, you know, win the group. But those permutations aside, I just think play the game that you have in front of you. Worry about the goal difference and stuff later. We have Haiti next, and the aim of that is to just win that match, right? The aim of that is to win that match. Now, in terms of overall, am I confident that Brazil can win this World Cup? I'm not exactly certain. I think France, again, if you watch my previous video, you can check them out on my channel. Yeah, I think France is just too strong. I think France are favorites. Germany is looking really good too. But this was a very good first half. So a very good first half. Very good first half in this match, and it shows the capability of this team if they get going. We need Vinicius firing on all cylinders. We need, you know, we need Rafinha. I don't know how bad his injury is, but we need these guys. Oh, let me mention Hendrick. Hendrick came on and was very lively. I like that. Hendrick can be an X factor going into the latter stages of this competition. So I was very happy that he came on. He scored a goal, but was offside. But he was genuinely and generally lively, and, you know, was linking up play well. Made a couple of great passes. So I'm looking forward to how Hendrick plays in this World Cup. I think Brazil has quality, but it's whether or not that quality will shine on the day. It's whether or not that quality, you know, will manifest itself defensively, you know, at the right moments. Because sometimes I just think Brazil has this passive nature to it, where the game seems to be passing them by and they're not enacting their will upon the game itself. But hopefully, as the tournament goes on, you know, they will find their footing, and yeah, and I hope they go far. So once again, guys, please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. Very happy for this win, and I look forward to how the Turkey Paraguay match will turn out in a short while. Thank you. Later.